It's still an active scene tonight in a Long Island neighborhood as investigators pull evidence out of the home of the accused Gilgo Beach killer.
Tonight, police reveal some of what was found inside the home and why they pushed up the timeline of the suspect's arrest and how his family reacted to it. This as families of at least 4 murdered women wait for answers more than a decade later. CBS 2's Bauman has the story.
The Gilgo Beach murderer was a mystery for more than a decade. Residents here in Massapequa Park are relieved police finally made an arrest, but they want to know what took so long and how did they finally crack the case. In and out, investigators file through Rex Heuermann's Long Island home for a 4th day Monday. Police say they found nearly 300 guns in a basement vault, along with framed photos and even a childlike doll inside. They're now also searching a nearby storage unit of the accused serial killer.
Any neighbor around here did not know him.
Heuermann was arrested at his Manhattan office Thursday. He's charged in the murders of 3 women and is now the prime suspect in the murder of a 4th. All were sex workers whose bodies were found within a quarter-mile of each other on Gilgo Beach in 2010.
When you found out that your neighbor here was arrested for this, what did you think?
It was a shock, but he was a weirdo,
Heuermann is married with 2 children.
When we initially informed them about their husband, their father, they were shocked. They were disgusted. They were embarrassed. So if you ask me, I don't believe that they knew about this double life that Mr. Heuermann was living.
Now everyone is getting to know Rex Heuermann. People have been crowding around the crime scene as police work.
You never know who you live next door to.
You can run, but you can't hide.
How did they find out? What took so long? That was kind of my first reaction.
New York State Police say they assigned an investigator to Suffolk County's police task force for this case in February of last year. 1 month later, that state investigator identified Heuermann as a potential suspect.
This was the first time that Rex Heuermann's name had come up.
A witness tied Heuermann's truck to one of the victims' disappearance. Then police found data from 7 burner phones used to contact the victims. And after hundreds of searches, they finally tied DNA from discarded pizza crust to hair found on one of the bodies. The remains of 7 other people were found near Gilgo Beach, and police are not ruling Heuermann out as a suspect in those cases.
There's still an awful lot of investigation that has to be done to fully understand how many people were victims to this individual.
Prosecutors said they moved up the time frame for the arrest because Heuermann was so closely monitoring the case online. Police had 24-hour surveillance on him during the grand jury proceedings because they worried he might catch wind of the proceedings and flee. Heuermann has pleaded not guilty. In Massapequa Park, Bauman, CBS 2 News.